It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Tuesday, November 21st. I'm Michael Groff. Dry weather and a warming trend beginning today and continuing through the rest of the week. Temperatures approaching record levels perhaps as early as tomorrow and certainly for Thanksgiving Day and Friday. What about the prospects of rain? Now, today is day number 90 in a row without measurable rain here in Phoenix. When does that look to change? All right, let's get out there and talk about it this morning. 79 degrees, the high in the valley yesterday after a morning low of 54. That's still above average for the date. And outside at this hour, 4:55 a.m. here in the valley, we've got partly cloudy skies, 55 degrees to start the day at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 34, humidity 44%. The winds are calm and the barometer is steady. Temperatures around the area this morning, 43, the cool spot at Fort McDowell, 47 in Buckeye. Most of us here in central Phoenix are in the low to middle 50s. The water vapor satellite view shows a building ridge out here in the west, a trough over the northern plains, and some high clouds will move through here from time to time today. The watch warning map is pretty quiet, a little rain, snow, and wind out here in the Pacific Northwest, and some wind advisories parts of the Dakotas, Minnesota, and Iowa. But overall, the nation is very quiet, and that's why we look at the convective outlook and find no organized areas of severe weather anywhere across the contiguous United States. Thunder will be hard to find anywhere, maybe a little bit across parts of Florida. And rainfall around here for the next 7 days coming off the WPC, absolutely nothing for us here in Arizona still, and that's not going to help our ever-worsening drought situation. Let me show you the latest drought monitor available. And this shows a moderate drought now across southern Arizona, the southern third of the state, much of Maricopa County in that moderate drought zone, including Phoenix. The severe drought now taking over across parts of Santa Cruz and Pima counties, with most of Arizona at least in the abnormally dry category. And that's only going to worsen over the next 10 to 15 days or so. And we'll tell you why that is as we take a look at the models right now and get out to it. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time today. We'll start with the upper look. This is about 18,000 feet in the atmosphere. A building ridge here in the southwest. That's a 591 ridge. Unusual to see upper heights like that here in late November. And that's centered to our south and west. And down at the surface, that means some high clouds today will be passing by. But overall, it's going to be warmer with highs in the mid-80s this afternoon. Tonight, with partly cloudy skies, lows mostly in the 50s. Tomorrow, for the busiest travel day of the year, Thanksgiving Eve, perhaps a few showers along the Gulf Coast, especially parts of Florida, could see an isolated shower. Some rain and snow in the northeast, and in the Pacific Northwest, some rain, snow, and wind up that way. But most of the country will be free of any rain, and I don't see any real high-impact events going on anywhere across the U.S., so that's good news. For us here in Phoenix, just a sunny and warm day. Highs in the mid to upper 80s. Projecting a high of about 87 here in Phoenix tomorrow. That's going to come close to a record. Speaking of records, let's go to Thanksgiving Day. And before we break down our heat here in the Southwest, looking at the rest of the country, not too bad. Some scattered rain and wind and some mountain snows in parts of the Pacific Northwest. Scattered showers and thunderstorms parts of the Southeast, Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas. But overall, again, not really looking at any high-impact events across the country. Here in the Southwest, the story will be the heat. These are the projected high temperatures coming off the NDFD, the National Digital Forecast Database. It's got 89 for Phoenix on Thanksgiving Day. That would obviously break a record. Anywhere you see the circles on this map, those are temperatures that will either set records, tie records, or come within 1 degree of a record for the day. 89 here in Phoenix, 69 in Flagstaff, 80 for Las Vegas. And look at the 80s and even some 90s in Southern California on Thanksgiving Day. It is going to be very hot, perhaps record-breaking heat, perhaps the warmest Thanksgiving ever here in Phoenix. And in order to do that, we'd have to exceed 87 degrees, which is certainly possible on Thursday with a sunny sky. Now, Friday, Black Friday, you're going out doing some shopping. Well, it's going to be warm. Shorts and T-shirt weather. Highs mid and upper 80s with, again, a sunny sky here in the Southwest. Saturday, looks like a sunny and warm day. Highs in the mid-80s. Low to mid-80s on Sunday with perhaps some high clouds, but otherwise still looking at least mostly sunny. Partly sunny on Monday. Some troughing will start to pass north of Arizona. And indications that this trough is going to try and get down here, but I think for now the ridge is going to hold and deflect most of the energy northward. The temperatures may fall back a few more degrees with highs low 80s, but overall, we're not going to see a major dip in temperatures. Let's go to a week from today. This is Tuesday, the 28th of November. Ridging is still holding on here across the west. High temperatures above average, likely in the low 80s. Wednesday, the 29th. Ridging still strong here in the west, low 80s. And then this is the end of the 10-day forecast period, the last day of meteorological fall. And that's Thursday, November the 30th. Looks like another dry day, although a short wave is approaching from the west, perhaps an increase in high clouds, but temperatures still above average, upper 70s to low 80s. Keeping in mind that the normal high here in Phoenix on the 30th of November is 69 degrees, so we'll be at least 10 degrees above average. Looking at the temperatures coming off the GFS ensemble through the period, these are numbers more reminiscent of mid-October, not the end of November and into December. Highs upper 80s for tomorrow, Thanksgiving, all the way out through the holiday weekend, and then maybe trending down by the end of the month and into December. But at this point, it looks like dry weather, above average temperatures, no precipitation expected anytime soon. And that is not good news at all. And that's going to wrap it up for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is going to come back here tomorrow morning. And if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there. Have yourselves a great Tuesday.